Let's decorate this beautiful cake together. Hi beautiful people, my name is Bukola and I'm the creative director behind the brand Beast Cakes. Kindly subscribe to this channel using the subscribe button and don't forget to like, comment and share. Now let's get right into it. Today I'll be teaching you how to make rice paper sails and how to create patterns on buttercream cake or whipped cream cake with a simple cutlery you have at home, which is a fork. Yeah, you heard me right. The first thing we need to do is add a few drops of desired color into a bowl of water. Just make sure the bowl you'll be using will be big enough to dip your rice paper into it. So then you mix the color together just like I'm doing in the video over here. Once you've mixed it together, you cut your rice paper into pieces. The only reason I'm cutting mine into pieces is because I want my rice paper sail in smaller sizes. So if you want a big rice paper sail, just leave it in its original size. It will work perfectly. You get a big sail with that. But I want small sails. That's why I'm cutting them into smaller sizes. So once you cut them, you then dip them into the colored water. Just like I'm doing here, you dip them into the colored water and then leave them out one after the other and place on a silicone mat. You can use any silicone mat you can lay your hands on. So just lay them on a silicone mat, not in a so perfect way, because you need them to have you need them in a pattern. You need them to have patterns. So you just lay them on the mat, on a silicone mat, one after the other, and leave to dry. You can leave it to dry for hours or just leave to dry overnight. It depends on how early you want to make use of it. So once it dries up, this is exactly what it looks like. It becomes firm and hard, hard enough to be able to dip into any side of a cream cake you're using, whether it's a buttercream or a whipped cream cake, without even adding a skewer to it. Right here I'm covering my cake. I already scraped it. I skipped that part, and then this is where the magic happens with the use of a fork. See, I'm using the back of the fork right now. I use the back of the fork and then I dragged from the bottom to the top slowly. Again, from the bottom you drag to the top, and then you just keep going on. You keep doing that until it goes all through the four sides. It's very easy. And then when you're doing this, you have to make sure that you're pressing the fork against the buttercream, and at the same time do not press too deep. Do not dig in too deep, so you don't dig into your cake, because once you do that, you've ruined the design. So it's very easy. Just lay the back of your fork slightly on your buttercream or your whipped cream cake and drag from the bottom and pull upwards on all the four sides. From what we have here, I hope you've been able to learn that there is no magic you cannot create with a cutlery. I mean, you don't need a cake comb for your cake to become so perfect. You don't need a cake comb or a scraper to make your cake have the perfect finishing, the so-called perfect finishing. With a simple cutlery, you can also achieve that, be it a fork or a spoon or a knife. Yes, you can use any of this cutlery to create patterns and give your buttercream or whipped cream cake the perfect finishing. And just look at how easy that is and how beautiful it came out. And now we are done with all the four sides. Just look at how beautiful it turned out. And all we need to do now is just, adorn it with our flowers and the rice paper that we made earlier. And tada, our cake is all made. When it comes to floral arrangement, there's really no perfect way to go about this. You just need to go with the flow. And when I say go with the flow, I don't mean just arrange it anyhow you want. You will know when you're doing something right or when you're doing something wrong. So now I just added the flowers, and then the rice paper sails we made earlier too. I put some of it here and there to give it a beautiful finishing touch. And then I also proceeded to add gold leaves to to the body of the cake. I put it on all 4 sides. I added the gold leaf to all 4 sides of the cake. I would really like to know what you think about this decorating technique. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll make sure to answer every single one of them. That's going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I also hope you learned something new. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can be the first to see when my video drops. See you next time.